the Akali into the Azir, and the Gwen can, if played perfectly, into Perfect himself here on this Renekton. Like, it's going to scale well. It's going to be a side lane threat. There's not a lot to set up this investment.
This one, Peter moving over, does still have those tangle burbs.
Honestly, Cuz just being here kind of bails his bottom lane out a little bit. He's like, I might fight for the dragon. Don't look at the quirky army lane over there. No, leave them alone. Let them catch those minions. That's kind of all he was able to accomplish.
Okay, nice little Aqua Prison. That was a little bit frightening for a moment there. Come through from Dudu, who's looking
Pyosik wants to look for a kill.
little bit problematic. And yeah, Pyosik is going to make his way over. Slice and dice from Perfect to get himself out of there. Still has the dominance and flashes, actually, as Tidal Wave is avoided here by Doctor, but the Aqua Prison is not. And that is First Blood going over to aiming underneath this turret. Ghost tanks it up beautifully. Dragon, mid lane control is there for BDD, which is why KT are probably happy to go for this. But the bottom lane, moving on forward there, cease and desist onto Pyosik. He tries to ult his way out, but it doesn't quite work out here. Tidal Wave is decent, Pop Blossom's better, and Pyosik just takes down Cuz. He said cease and desist, and Pyosik said no.
Play for the slow fight.
Yeah.
Not sure about that one, but ultimately it means that not only do they not get the dragon, but they also give a kill.
Buttons being pressed here towards this top side of the map is now Perfect. No flash available. And there is the flash tangle buffs from Peter, and down goes the Crocodile. Perfect.
Overextending here. They will back away.
Oh, the dragon never got taken.
Yeah, no, it didn't get taken actually earlier because Cuz dropped it to go for the all-in, which was what the crazier thing. Peter.
Peter is the one with health, so they're not going to fall for it this time around. Perfect. Pushes this wave in. Dragon goes down over to KT.
Cuz does have flash and ult. This is a dangerous position for Dudu.
Yeah, let's see how immune the Gwen's going to be as the Aqua Prison does go down. Hit by the kitchen sink, and down he will go.
That's a turret.
First Star Blood.
Yeah, big win here for the bottom of the side of the map here for KT. There's just no one else in the area with the backs for aiming and Ghost to contest. But we talked about the race, right? You mentioned it earlier in these two item 80 carries. Aiming is the victor. He has a 1,500 gold lead, and he is going to be the one who is about to transform this Murmano. It's so quick he has it, actually, that it's not quite about to transform. But either way, we'll have it first, and now it's kind of like, well, I mean, are you winning anywhere?
And I feel like this is personal for aiming. You know, he wanted to prove that KT made the right choice, you know, of picking him up instead of trying to hold on to Doctor.
Speculating.
So you're lying as well. You'll love to see it. All right, KT on full vision are going to be trying to take this dragon. Let's see whether Pyosik can go for any sort of interruption as the Drake will get stopped. Double teleports to bring in both Dudu and Closer, but that should mean that DNS can now take this dragon, and they do so, leaving Perfect to his ways on the top side. And the item state is just really dire here as aiming has sort of hit this really nice spike with even the cheeky Hex Drinker there as well. And so he's very scary. There's the flash away from Ghost. Make sure that public execution doesn't land. As BDD a little bit worse for wear, but now Pyosik gets ulted once again here by Cuz, who goes incredibly deep. Aqua Prison is decent on to Closer somehow, but Cuz is once again just going to die, and aiming just auto attacks the Akali, and she is dead as well. The arcane shift forward is dire here from Docton at the same time as the Emperor's Divide gets Pyosik out of there. Not sure what he was doing, going back in. However, he is definitely out now, as now Dudu wants to find his avenue in, as aiming has gone too far forward. It's an absolute mess, but the cleanup crew is down, and Perfect looked a little bit worse for wear. Still, it's BDD. What was that?
He doesn't have ult. He wanted the shield. He thought he had enough damage to burst them down, but it is not enough. And that's Rise Group, baby, or likely will be if things continue this way. I think is a bit too deep, as there's an attempt to deny here on the dragon, but it looks like it's not going to work out. Let's see if Cuz lives. He is going to be fine. But anyway, the crux of this is BDD takes so much damage here. He does a lot as well, right? But always a little bit oppressive. Speaking of oppressive.
Yeah, DNS have a lot of people around the Baron, but Dudu is very, very dead. Just swept up here by the Shuriman duo. Is it enough? Well, Pyosik is here.
As you guys could see here, bam.
Man.
Crystalline Overgrowth procced, and that's the turret gone. And this means no turret here defensively to set up around for.
And BDD is just getting so much control. Doctom in a lot of trouble here as now Cuz back onto the Drake one more time.
That might have been enough for KT to secure this.
Well, we'll just have to find out, as even the Dragon is getting frustrating here, as BDD now off on his own, possibly in trouble, does have to flash to get himself out of the way, as now Peter gets in there with the Pop Blossom, and BDD Empress Divide from the grave as he is taken down, but now it's KT's turn. Cuz is going to sacrifice himself for the good of the team fight as Perfect gets the stun onto Dr. Arm, and down goes the Ezreal. Finally, that lead that Aiming had all game pays off.
He chipped away at them so much. They lost so much health from BDD as well.
On BDD.
Uh-oh.
And now he's looking for Doc. Oh, dear. Cease and desist comes in. Ezreal will just be dead, and no need for an Emperor's Divide as Cuz has to flash. Closer on the warpath here, looking for the angle, but does not get it. Cuz is going to be able to steal away a red buff as well.
I mean, they have a huge wave here. They can either try to break open the inhibitor or just Sundisk and rush to Baron as that.
Yeah.
As a huge tool here for this upcoming fight.
Well, there's a public execution onto BDD. Emperor's Divide is going to push him back. His BDD is actually pretty durable. He will go down in the end, though, as now Closer into the Shroud. He gets into the backline and executes the fish, but he's dead as a result. And now Perfect in that front line is going to push the rest of them away. I don't know whether it was worth. 2 for 1 there, and BDD the only sacrifice here for KT. I think they got plenty of damage to get through this Baron.
I don't necessarily like how they did it, but I like that they had the confidence to do it. KT
It's about outcome-focused assessment.
Exactly.
That is what Ox would tell me, and the outcome was good for KT.
And like BDD kind of dangled himself out there because he knew he had ult. He was like, maybe they engage on me, but he had to survive through the tough lane, playing into a Nico. Nami kept getting rooted, but
he was molded by it or something. Yeah. Certainly, it's Bane Ming. Bane Ming trying to make it work here as the public execution doesn't do anything at all. And all right, Aiming, feeling like he's back in that gigantic oversized well again. That's what it is, right?
Yes.
In Batman Begins? Okay, good. It's not Batman Begins, it's the next one, the last one. What is it? What's the third one called? Dark Knight and then Dark Knight Rises?
Rises, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Dark Knight was the best one, though.
Yeah, it was. You can't really top Rush. Actually doing a lot of work there as Aiming just Valkyries through it for some reason. As Needlework to come out here. Cuz taking a lot of damage is Perfect. Gets himself over the wall, but the chase is on here as Dudu makes his way in. The cease and desist is looking very awkward as they do take down the Renekton. Pop Blossom onto 2 as Closer gets Empress Divided. And down to the GA will go the Corki, and now over the wall goes Dudu. The Vault Break is fantastic, but they take down the Vi. Aiming's dead as well as BDD's the next target, but he gets healed up by Ghost, and now Pyoshik gets on top of him, and Ghost goes down as well. It's the ace for DNS, and the roller coaster, it is off the rails.
Instead, they try to kind of fight their way back here as it's awkwardly KT in the enemy base trying to kite through as if it's their own base, and they don't really have space here. Mechanically, BDD plays this next set of plays incredibly well, but fortunately his health bar is just a little bit too low. Doesn't get hit there. Ghost gives him a little bit of healing.
Peter had to Pop Blossom the wave to avoid losing the game.
And finally, they will defend this Nexus.
No, Wolf, I see what you're doing. Public execution into the backline there as Cuz could be in a bit of trouble. There's the Emperor's Divide to get rid of the Nico, but down goes the Akali before she does anything. But BDD suffers the same fate. Oh God, Wolf, you did it. This is your fault. Aiming still in full health though, and he is looking to get the heck out of there because I don't think he's lasting for very long.
The Nexus.
Yes, the minions may win the game. I mean, I think
it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, the rest of KT are just going to play keep away here as Aiming and Cuz will be able to take this one down. I don't think DNS can do anything about this because Closer is in base, and yeah, they're not going to fight.
It's always so scary when you're taking a Baron like this and trying to rush it, especially with the new Baron health. No, go back to the Elder.
Oh wait, this inhibitor is just dead though because Aiming gets to hit it for.
Yeah, no, they get that, but then go back to Elder, back off, set up for Elder.
Oh, this is just an absolute
They have to slow play this. KT have to slow play this if they want to in through mid. And Dudu has gone back, but he has TP. He's going to clear that wave and show back up.
Yep, BDD is also going back. He's in base right now, maybe building a Void stuff. Let's see whether he teleports back. The answer is no. As there it is, teleport onto the minion.
Oh, the teleport TP Closer as well. He sees the TP
and Closer is teleporting in at the same time. It's going to be Elder for Nexus trade. Oh my God, it's Pyoshik that locks down the Dragon, but are they just going to lose the game? There's a minion wave here. Stop the match, KT. That's all you can do. As Aiming trying to get out of there, and BDD is not going to end.
He cannot end. They couldn't stop all the backs. This game is going for a while, Atlas. I don't think this one's ending right here.
Oh dear, BDD, Emperor's Divide, but closer goes Golden, and BDD does the same thing, but I think this is going to be the end of the Azir. Dudu cuts him down, and it's gonna happen again!
Wait, hold on. There's actually
a
too
lot
long.
of turrets.
The death timers are too long, though, still. I think they might have enough. They have to push through these super minions in the mid lane. Aiming's level 18 here.
And there's also, Inhibitor just died in the bottom lane as well. Aiming, if he can manage to kill, like this, the backdoor bonus.
He has to kill the waves.
Not actually doing anything at all. It's actually kind of crazy how much damage DNS do at this stage of the game.
Buzz has ult when he respawns. He's going to have to pick his target wisely. They need to somehow buy time. I don't think they can.
I don't think they can end.
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't think they can defend. I actually think DNS might have enough. Like
2 seconds on Cuz, 7 seconds on Ghost. Aiming's got rockets. And these minions are just dying. Hexgate to get out.
Man, I thought
God.
They just barely had enough.
We go again!
I thought they just barely had enough, Atlas. Their buff still up here for 45 seconds. KT should be very cautious and try to play around that bottom side prio.
Well, Cuz possibly caught out of position here is, yep, eaten by a dragon, and down he will go. I'm not sure what the play was.
Is like round 2.
Yeah,
but guess what? Dudu's there to answer
They've got
again.
no Nexus turrets. They've got no Nexus turrets.
But Dudu's here to answer again. He's level 20. He's a top laner. TP. They're going to try to 2v1 and end the game, but the backs are already channeled for DNS. They're on their way home.
Well, they have to try and get here as quickly as possible as Aiming. If he hits this a couple of times, they are just going to rush the base. Emperor's Divide to push them away. The Pump Blossom to buy some space. As BDD is going to get eaten by a dragon. Aiming's going to go down, and they throw the game away. Ghost is down as well. There's the ace, and that is going to be it. KT, they just thought they'd throw it all at the Nexus, and unfortunately, that did not help them win the game.
A stinker here from Cuz, to be sure, but the macro decisions from KT continue to boggle the mind. I understand the frustration. They weren't going to get prio on Baron in that scenario, and they thought with Baron that they would maybe lose too much control because it's Elder, plus Baron, plus Hextech Soul at that moment if it goes over, so they made the Hail Mary a second time, but they just did not read the map at all. And man, we're playing against DNS right now, but this game from KT makes DNF's macro last year look credible.
Oh my
Atlas,
God.
damn,
100,000 gold for DNS in the end.
It was impressive that it happened once, but it's twice as impressive that it's gone a second time here for KT. Kind of do think that if they could survive the laning phase though, DN Supers, their comp does big damage later. The Scion is going to disappear, and there is not any other front line. The Jace doesn't offer a ton of utility. Just like, I have a shield. Please don't touch me.
Yeah. Well, this, it doesn't get better.
Shoot the shield. Please don't shoot my AD carry.
They just need to hope that Aiming misses as much CS as possible. Unless they all in, as he flashes already. Aftershock now down, though, as Peter taking a lot of damage back. The electrocute from Ghost doing so much work as the crash down. The re-engage. Aiming is able to at least stay alive to help with that kill, but Doctor versus Ghost. I like this one for the Yunara and DNS. But that is Closer taking a turret shot that he very much did not want to take. BDD doesn't have any mana, though, and he misses a cannon. So we're going to say that it's negatives on both sides. No flash available for Aiming, and he's just going to get all in. Again, Doctor takes his second.
I think this is
KT, they really missed their bottom lane, dude.
Like, this is an 800 gold lead nearly here as that play goes over.
And the whole wave is just gone.
It's gone. It's a 15 CS advantage. And it's just like good coordination here. Peter with the Hex Flash closes the gap. Duckdom already trusting they're going to be able to get this.
Gorgeous. Slurkle slows him up.
I think would be unwise for Cuz. I think your best bet is to try to look for an empowered Shock Blast steal. And even Peter's going to walk up and say no. He cannot
the bottom lane priority is just too much. KT do have control in mid, but they have no semblance of it towards this bottom side. So DNS can be able to use that to grab themselves this first Drake. Next one going to be a Chemtech.
Somebody down super low, then and they're isolated and no one can block from them aiming ults, and that target is out of the fight. They probably won't die, right? But they'll potentially be out of the fight. There's some things you can do. They have tools.
Well,
and,
here, that's going to try and lock down Docdom, but it does not work. As the turret going to lose a plate.
Gonna do much for them.
Well, Pyosik is somewhat separated at the moment. Seismic Shove does pull him back, and he's on the rocks. He eats a lot of them as flashes out for both the jungle and mid of KT. That is the Drake secured, as now Cuz moving himself back, and KT, I don't think they're going to be aiming. Has to flash again as the Realm Warp brings the DN SOOPers forward. BDD in a bit of trouble here, as there is the Prey Seeker, and Dudu with the Void Rush is able to take him down.
And the truth is, because Pyosik had flash, kind of yes, if they get Insect in, they will just die there. Whoever gets Insect into the waiting maw of DNS is
okay, here's another Tempered Fate, as they do find the Cosmic Binding. Doctor taking a lot of damage there as Peter goes in, gets that big old shield and aiming, doing his very best to take him down. There's the magical journey. Down goes the Rel, and aiming still alive. I kind of thought that maybe there was aiming was going to die there, and then we'd just see him walk out of
such a way. But this Jace pick just really isn't hit right for me, and you know, the bottom lane disaster, we've talked about it enough, as that Shock Blast is also going to miss. But they're going to look for an all-in here on this Herald, I suppose, with this TP, but they're too slow.
Oh, God, yeah. Perfect makes his way in, but he does have a huge shield after he gets here amongst 4 people.
But they can't do anything.
Rift Herald taken down. That's a great shove onto Pyosik, but that's perfect, taking a lot of damage. Forced to flash to get out of the way as Pyosik gets ulted here by the Scion, and aiming, having to deal with Dudu, who is just refusing to take damage. Seismic Shove doesn't do too much as Pyosik crashes Shelly into this outer turret, and Peter is looking to get out of there with the crash down.
He's standing to position for that, as you say it, but he doesn't want to waste his ultimate because he doesn't know where Dudu is. Dudu's missing on the map, so he kind of has to slowly walk down as Pyosik starts this up slowly, and Peter gets positioned on the Banana Brush where they have control vision.
Yeah, and KT, they really, okay, Tempered Fate goes wide, the train is rolling in as Peter kind of throws his ultimate away, doesn't find an angle for it, is now perfect in that front line, but it is Soul Point over to DNS. Pyosik playing the series of his life. Well, not his life, because that happened in 2022, but definitely of the year. As that Realm Warp is a Realm Warp of all time, 100%. His closer is now going to get punished for it.
Looks like they'll be fine, but yeah, I wouldn't have taken that direction myself. I probably would have just gone back towards the Hex Gate, but they want to defend this mid turret. They clear out the wave. Dudu.
2 items the Doctor does have is a big spike for the Yunara.
And how much money, like, what would you put the price of a Hextech Soul, especially a 4-0 Hextech Soul on? Like, gold here, maybe
a large amount.
Ghost.
This is sneaky. Aiming. Ooh, he was thinking about it, as Peter is going to tank that ace in the hole, but probably didn't want to in the end. Peacemaker comes on down.
He is still fairly vulnerable. This turret isn't going to last very long. It's got Crystalline on it. Pyosik's going to make this happen, I think. Atlas
is a very patient man. Gets the kickback, picked up by the Magnet Storm, and down goes aiming once again.
What a sick play. And they know that with the Crystalline Overgrowth there, they just instantly kill him. There is no backup. Like, there's no way.
Of this, as you've got Peter looking for a little bit of a reset. And Vision now down on the Drake. Started up, but Pyosik's in the area, and his smite button has been so good. Peter's back in base.
Yeah, that's a big opportunity for KT. Late TP.
Big flanking teleport angle, though, for Dudu if he can get in here. That is going to be Cuz denying the soul. And now Dudu's possibly finding a triple knock-up. Gigantic here, but he's taken out. Pyosik's going to go down, and the Magnet Storm collects them all. Doctorm to pick up a double as Peter will get knocked into the sky, but the fight is already over. 2 on the floor here for KT.
That's Baron. Give me one champion with a circle on it that hits multiple people. I get it done every time.
Oh, yeah, and that also confirms his 100% kill contribution, which is very, very important. Almost 100% death contribution as well, which would have been very impressive. Going to be seeing that bottom lane outer turret falling down. The lead is extending here for DNS to the tune of about 3,000.
Who is Palm? TP in from the Rek'Sai. I don't think they're going to get that same Wombo combo they got last time, but this time they have Prio, and so if Pyosik's smite button hits,
they might just get the dragon, you know?
Yeah,
that might just be it.
That could be it.
There are 3 items and a Serrated Dirk here on Cuz. He does do a lot of damage with this full lethality build.
If he hits.
Yeah. Oh, Wolf, come on, man. He did not.
That's Chase,
oh, no,
baby.
They also did double control ward. They are completely out of sync.
By the way.
Yeah. KT, you need to get over there and try and take this one down as closer. Down to 50%. As can Cuz actually get in there. The Magnet Storm is fantastic from Peter as Dudu gets into the backline, and there's the Hextech Soul. They're on top of aiming, and I don't even think they needed the ulti out of Dudu to take him down, but they're going to do so anyway. As Ghost is also dead, Cuz dies at the same time, and BDD offers himself up as tribute to the DNS War Machine, who are now just realm warping towards the enemy base. Is it just going to be the DNS 2-0? And what did an Umpty know that everyone else didn't?
Well, Wood is an ex-support player. Peter is an ex-KT player, and he and Duckdom are looking to end this one and get revenge.
Yeah, perfect. Just going to be taken down. The zombie version I don't think is going to be enough to deal with these minions, as the Nexus turret will be falling. There are some respawns coming on in here, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And yeah, free hitting is Duckdom. He takes down the Nexus, and DNS will eliminate KT.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.